Hello, everybody. Well, we are into autumn, definitely. The trees are changing colour, and you can notice it all around you. And you'd think, well, there can't be much to do in the garden, but in fact, there's lots to do in the garden. So we're going to go over some of the things that you can be doing or looking at, using for craft ideas. And also what I've done is tried to indicate where there is already fact sheets or Zoom sessions that Trellis has done in the past couple of years that might be helpful to go into some of the items that I've mentioned in a bit more detail. So what are we going to do first? Well, I would have thought look into your garden or your space or your nearest park, wherever you can see autumn showing the signs of change in colour and so on. And this might be a great group activity that you take your group out and you could make it a bit of a game. You know, what colours can you now see in the garden? There might be, or in the park, reds, browns, yellows, or maybe there's still flowers flowering. What shapes can you see? And then looking at all those, people can perhaps make lists or make fun lists of things that say, you know, my group's got more colours than your group, or how many have you got, or what colours can you see? What else were you going to look at? What's on the ground? Probably leaves, maybe twigs, maybe old flower heads that have fallen down. When you look up, what can you see? Berries on the tree, fruits maybe. The apples and pears may have fallen already, but there may be what's called crab apples or berries, and they're lovely colours, and that's something that you could have a look at and see. Also, perhaps what you can do is see where you haven't got things in your space and think, well, maybe I should think about having a shrub or a tree or a climber that does show autumn signs and winter interest. So it's a chance for you to think about what might be nice to add. So what could you do? Well, you could get your group to paint what they see, or if they've got cameras, or you could take photos and you could make a little exhibition of autumn interest around you, what's happening in the autumn. You could collect leaves, and there are activities that you can do, and I'll go on to talk about those in a minute. Also seed heads. So all these things can be brought indoors. And of course, if you've got people who can't get out easily, people can look through the windows and look out and see what they can see, doing it that way as well. And of course, another thing that we need to do is actually think about what needs to be done in the garden. What are the gardening jobs that we've got to do? So you can make a list of things that you can think of, but we're going to go ahead and think about some of the things that you might like to do or might be useful for the group to do.